Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Unhinged Main Event Fro. I'm his co-host, Wally, and you are on the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. What's good with everybody out there? What's good with everybody? All right. So today, I was supposed to, react to some videos. I said I was going to react to it the past days, but I didn't get a chance to because other things came up. But we're going to talk about it today. Plus one extra video, my boy Fro put out today that I want to also talk about as well. So let's start this bad boy off and let's bring this video up. So as you guys can see on the screen, your boy Main Event Fro was talking about, dude, Naomi needs a new gimmick. Let me start by saying the answer is yes. But what he says in this video, I made a comment and I said, if they sell it, I won't buy it. And I'll explain why. Let's get to it.
Welcome, WWE fans. On this video, we are discussing the directions of Naomi. Drop a comment down below if you think Naomi should keep the glow gimmick or do she needs to switch her gimmick up.
So let me stop it right there, right? Do I believe that Naomi needs to drop the glow gimmick? At this point, yes, because it ain't catching nothing else, right? Naomi been on the glow gimmick for like a good long time. It's been her main shtick. And I get it, right? It's like the quote-unquote entertainment vibe scene and all that. Cool, yeah. But guess what? WWE's been more than entertainment more than anything this past time. And guess what? They haven't really sold her as the prominent entertainer, so to speak. So all that glow don't mean nothing. It don't bring no flow. I'm just gonna be real.
And if you chose that she should switch her gimmick, let me know what type of role you would like to see Naomi play. We do have open panels where you can come up and talk about wrestling with us on the live screen. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Now let's dive into it. Ever since Naomi came back, she's been pretty much in the same position when she decided to leave. She was getting pushed in TNA as the women's TNA champion. As of dropping the title to come back to WWE, I expected her to have more momentum in the company. The directions.
Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Let me see if I got
Push in TNA as the women's TNA champion.
Yeah,
as of dropping the title to come back to WWE, I expected her to have more momentum.
Yes, let me stop it right there. So, Fro saying, ever since Naomi was in TNA, she got a lot of big pops, right? And of course, she was the champion over there. She was the TNA Knockouts. Now she comes back, and now you would think she would be doing more now that she's back. I'm sorry for the laugh, but was anyone surprised that Naomi came back and she's right back in square one where she was before? Is anyone surprised? I'm not. Like, literally, I'm not. I'm not surprised. I'm literally not surprised. I'm not. Not at all. Not at all. She's not WWE's chosen guinea pig of the female roster. She's not. She's not. She just not. Like, literally. Like, what are we talking about here? She's not. She's just not. But let me keep going because I'm gonna need to find some information, but on something real quick. But let's keep this video going.
In the company. The glow gimmick is getting old to me, and I like to see Naomi elevate her character. She needs like a heel turn. Not only a heel turn, but with a faction and her as the leader. Y'all remember Team Bad with Naomi, Sasha, and Tamina? If done right, that would have been like a faction to remember. It would have been a faction to remember in history as a collective. I think Naomi should be the leader of a group to elevate her character and to elevate two other women in the division. She been doing good so far, but the glow gimmick, I think, is killing her vibe that she's trying to bring to the ring.
It ain't killing her vibe what she's trying to bring to the ring. The vibe is what she's selling is what she's giving. She's trying to be the party hype, the high-end entertainer, the glow-matica, right? She's trying to be that overall expression, but while trying to be champion. And granted, you would think, on hindsight, right, while being Miss Glow Mama and champion at the same time with the scenery, it would be a perfect match, right? It would be a perfect match. So then why not sell it? Why not sell it? WWE, you must have. Are we doing wrestling or are we doing entertainment? Which one is it? Because last time I checked, y'all said y'all doing entertainment now. So what we got going on? Okay. Okay. Just I want y'all to think about that real quick. I'm just telling you.
So with the two women I chose that she could team up with is Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. These three women together as a team can capture the women tag titles and dominate the tag division, as Naomi herself can capture the women's United States Championship.
Now let me pause that right there. Now, I actually like this idea. I'm not mad about this at all. I am not mad at this at all. Because personally, Naomi always does surprisingly better. Well, yeah, like her last group, she does better with an actual group anyways. It's just funny that, once again, we have to put her in a group to save her career. I'm sorry to say that. But you have to put her in a group to actually save her career. Again, think about that. You have to put her in a group to save her career. Again, where other people within her bracket didn't need a group as much to be who they were. At least at the beginning, at least. But then again, tit for tat. But other than that, I do love this idea, though. I do love this idea. I truly do. I love this idea. I think this is nice. Here's the problem with this idea, though. You're trying to tell me that Naomi would do great with this group, but you're with another group of Jade Cargill and Bianca, but y'all were technically calling yourselves the big three, but yet somehow, some way, there's a conflict of interest of you always got to be friendly, buddy with Bailey, knowing that Bianca don't give two rats about her, and then Jade, she's just very cautious about what had transpired beforehand. Yeah, you're trying to tell me you're going to drop Bianca and Jade and go here? Oh, okay. This makes perfect sense. This makes absolutely perfect sense. No. Again, like I said before, if they sell it, I won't buy it. Because again, you really had the perfect team. You had Jade, you had Bianca, here you are. But no. What we're going to do is we're going to flip her heel, bring it with those two, and then that's what we're going to do. Now, granted, in fairness, like my boy Fro said earlier, she needs a team that she can lead. Because let's be real, the team that she was with beforehand, she wasn't leading that group. Let's just be real. She wasn't leading that group. And then in this group, look, she may have more WWE Women's Championships, but let's keep it real, though. Who would actually be the talent? If you had to rank down 1, 2, 3, where would Naomi be? Let's be real. She'll be number 3. So yeah, technically, this does make sense. It's so funny though, because as much as you'd actually make a little bit more sense on the first team with Jade and Bianca, because where Jade and Bianca are right now, they're in a tag team situation. All you had to do is just stay in that plug-in, and eventually you'd have been probably world champion, probably. But now we're gonna budget cut ourselves downwards to the second visual comings of what that somewhat looks like. Keyword, somewhat looks like, because Lash Legend is on some similar equal par to Jade Cargill in a way. Jakari not on equal pars to Bianca in any way, but they still solid. As far as, energy, vibe, transition, they're still solid. And look, like I said, if this happens, I won't knock the group setting. What I will knock is how it gets done. But let's keep going.
As all women hold all the gold, they can prove to be something awesome in the women's division. Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I be the main event, and I catch you all in the next main event.
Now, I also wanted to make sure that we talk about that end part, because I do agree with my boy Fro that, like I said, it would be a nice team. It would be a nice little setup. It would be nice. Dominate the women's division. That would be dependable based upon what women's division they're dominating. Because at this point, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. It ain't like, let's be honest. Dominating the main roster, you still got Naomi, you still got Nia Jax. And then two, the reason why I don't take it any more serious about her, granted, you want to talk about dominating at like mid-card level, because you're saying United States Championships, which Naomi can still probably pop in there and win. Thing is, I still got Chelsea to win it. I still got Chelsea Green to win it. So, I don't know yet. But let's see what happens. Because, neither is Chelsea, neither is Michi. It don't really matter to me. It don't really matter. It can go either which way. I think, if there's any more of a perfect time for Chelsea Green to win a title, it'll be now. And it'll be that United States title. I'm telling you, I can see how they would literally deliver that whole scenario. I can see how they can deliver it. Now, if Michi wins, then I could see Naomi hitting that heel train, maybe, because of course we don't know what WWE is going to do most of the times, some of the times. So time will tell. But one thing I will sit here and say is this: why won't I buy Naomi's heel turn though if it happens? Well, here's my reasoning. Will it be justified or will it be scrutinized? What do I mean by that? Let's say hypothetically Naomi does do a heel turn. Technically, if Naomi does a heel turn, she'll be technically a hypocrite. Why do I say that? Because think about all that time you was defending Bayley, all that time you was telling Bianca this and this and this and that. And then guess what? You stand so proud to say this and this and this and this, and then next thing you know, you flop and you break and then you go heel. So all that you were saying, everything that you stand for, and then this is how you end up. Breaking and then becoming a heel because you can't hack it. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, it's true. Like, that will be part of the story. That will definitely be part of the story at the end of the day. She will be hit for that. Like, let's just be real about that. She will be hit for that on the head, for that notion. She just will. So that's my little small statement on, you know, if Naomi goes heel. But let's say hypothetically, right? That'll be on the justified or on the non-justified part. I had to think about this real quick. But I forgot the other word that I was thinking about. But what would make this somewhat justifiable? What would make this story justified in my mind if Naomi does go heel? Honestly, at this point in time, I can't think of nothing. I can't think of nothing that would make this justified if Naomi were to go heel. I really can't. Other than the fact that she just can't hack it, I can't tell you what would make this justified for Naomi. What would make this justified, I can't tell you. Because you literally just bounced out. You literally just bounced out. So that's how I look at that. It's just like, you can't really make it justifiable. It just won't be justified. So it just won't even be seen as a, I mean, it might be seen as a good story down the stretch, but it won't be seen as a good story as it first comes out, like as it unfolds and unravels. But that's just me. That's just me. You tell me if you agree or disagree. But real quick, let me get a moment here. Because I want to, because there's been some other news that I want to add to the mix. But I'm going to add this to the mix as we're talking about another topic. I just want to be able to get the copy of these topics as things go by, or at least have them on hold for when I get into this. So give me a moment, guys. Give me a moment. I know this is a little bit much, but yeah. So let me do this and boom. Okay, boom. All right, I got that. So let's go to the next topic. So the next topic is by my boy Fro. Who attacked Jade Cargill on Smackdown? I mean, I've been throwing a lot of picks on who's been doing this, but a lot of things in my head is just still questioning and unraveling a lot of questionable thoughts of how this could have gone. But let's go with the video real quick. Let's go with the video. So let me slide myself.
WWE fans, first off, I need to know from the peeps, who do y'all think took out Jade Cargill? Drop it down in the comments. Remember, I do go live and have open panels, so feel free to click the link on YouTube and join up for the conversations. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Now let's dive into it. Now the mystery is, who took out Jade Cargill? I'm finna give y'all the people that I think took her out. But before I do that, let's talk about the people that everyone else been talking about. I heard about Charlotte Flair. They say Charlotte Flair may took her out. But Charlotte Flair is not the type that'll sneak and take someone out, right? Charlotte Flair is more of a face-to-face woman. She calls you out in the ring and she handles business to prove to everyone that she's the queen of WWE.
Yeah, and here's my thing. If y'all calling out Charlotte Flair, why in the world would y'all even make this an idea? Like, why? Why did that pop in your head? Why? Like, there has been no signal of Charlotte Flair in a minute in WWE, and let alone there hasn't been there's not even a valid reason for Charlotte Flair to even do it. Let alone when you look at the angle and the choices of how it's done, Charlotte Flair to be able to do that massive damage to Jade Cargill, nah. You had to have help for this. So that, not possible. Not possible at all. But nice try, people, because that was a horrible idea if you were thinking Charlotte Flair made this move. Now, I'll be crazy. This would be crazy if Charlotte Flair did it, because personally, it would just make no sense. It would make no sense. And the reason why I say this is because you haven't even been in this bad. You haven't even been in here enough to even made a story or a name for yourself in 2024, and now magically you just come in here and just drop Jade Cargill for what reasons? Like, she's not even amongst the main storyline for the title, where usually you always fit around anyways. So I just find that pretty ironic how this is the choice of target you would go for. That makes no sense. But hey, you got to make a name for yourself somehow, right? I guess.
Everyone says, a lot of people are saying Bianca may have done it. Why would Bianca risk losing her tag team titles or an opportunity at the United States Championship by taking out Jade Cargill? Doesn't make any sense. They haven't really been feuding in no tag matches, like major, minor things here, minor things there, but nothing major, right? So let's take Charlotte Flair and Bianca out of the equation.
See, you really got to take Bianca out of the equation because let's be real. One, we haven't had no flashes of disagreements between the two, unlike Kofi and Xavier Woods are having. There is no back and forth between them. They are cohesive. I mean, granted, you could say, well, what about what happened on Raw when Liv said what she said about Jade and Bianca? And of course, they had that that battle royal match for the number one contender. That's fair, but let's be honest, that's just one thing. Again, it's not enough fuel to sit here and say that Bianca's going to screw over Jade Cargill. Plus two, let's be real, she's also in the ring, not backstage, doing what she did to Jade Cargill. Three, now I will say this though, that doesn't mean that she could have not did it by actually having help. That is true. She could have had help. But then again, why would you want to run away from the ring, beat two other women, and get yourself the United States Championships and then go after? Think about it. You would have won the United States Championship first, then go worry about Jade. Because at that point, you wouldn't care about your tag team titles. You would only care about the United States title. See, so ergo, that don't make no sense neither. So let's keep going.
Piper Niven. Piper Niven may have done it, but I don't think Piper Niven did it. That brings me to Liv Morgan.
Here's my thoughts on Piper. I do believe Piper has the strength to do it, but was she the go-to target to do it? Now, granted, in the lineup for the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, it's Jade Cargill, Piper Niven, and I think it's Michi in the same lineup. If I'm not mistaken, for the titles, I think that's how the lineup is. I gotta go check it out, but Okay, hold up. I gotta go check that out. But it is someone in that lineup overall. I just don't know who is potentially in that lineup as of right now. But let me see, because I forgot how the lineup was. Okay, let me see this right here. So, okay, yeah, I was right. So it's Jade Cargill, Michi, and Piper Niven, right? So, yeah. So Piper could definitely had a motive because in the triple threat, Jade is in that battle. But here's the problem that I also have with this notion as well, and that is it's a triple threat match. I mean, if you want to win, there is no rules. Why eliminate your opponent? Right? Now, granted, WWE has been keeping the triple threats clean amongst the women. They haven't used no weapons. But in this case, let's be honest. When you're strong and dominant like Jade is, you probably want to. But do I think Piper did it? Maybe, maybe not. It is very all dependable because, granted, like I said before, it's smart, right? Because that makes it easy for herself amongst Michi and whoever replaces her, which I'll talk about that later. And, of course, for Chelsea Green, if she ends up getting to the finals anyways, right? So one way or another, it's a perfect cleanup. But do I believe Piper did it? Granted, I do believe that Piper had a hand in it, but then again, she's one of my selections. Keyword, she's one of my selections. But my thing is, I don't think so Piper did it. And the reason why is because Piper does not belong, let alone Chelsea Green. They're not belonging to the women's war games. So I don't think so they would even care to meddle in that affair. Unless hired. Ergo plot twist. But I don't think so she did it either. I don't think so she did it.
Raquel, they have proven to take out Rhea Ripley with a baseball bat. And as you can see, that Jade has cuts up under her eye, bruises in between her eye and eyebrow. So it could have been Liv and Raquel that took her out. Suspect. What about Bayley?
All right, let's pause it right here. So I'm glad my boy Fro put that in there because let me show y'all something real quick. This is going to get graphic. You feel me? This is going to get graphic. So I just hope y'all can, muster this a little bit. I mean, of course y'all can, but, I'm just going to let y'all know that it's going to get graphic real quick. But if you guys can see this, hold on. Let me actually, pull this all the way up. As you guys can see this, you see how banged up Rhea is, right? Y'all see this, right? Yeah. I can definitely believe that Rhea and Raquel did something to Jade. I can believe it because it was pretty much the same beat down, the same scrutiny, all that. I can believe that for sure. I can believe that. I can believe that for sure.
Has been on a base run lately.
Sorry about that. Hold up. Yeah, but I can believe that for sure that they definitely had a hand in it. Now, they're, again, one of the options. And if you notice, Liv and Raquel are on the enemy team for the women's war games. So I do believe they're one of the many options. I do believe they're one of the many options. But then again, it's tough. Because I do believe Raquel has enough power to break her and to do the damage that was left. My only thing is, let's be real. The one thing that we failed to remember is this. Look at what happened with Jade. Jade was smashed on the car, right? And if you notice from the angle that they showed us, that there was a hanger. So more likely she had a fall or neither someone power bombed her onto the car and with the windshield breaking. So you have to think about that. Someone had to be elevated and then the damage had to be done. That's why I'm like, I don't know. The damage to the face would have been one thing if she was on the ground. And that would make me believe Liv and Rhea really did it. But the problem is because of the positioning of how they showed it and where she was, it just doesn't, it slightly wouldn't add up to me believing that it was Liv and Rhea. But then again, like I said, they could have been positioned there. They power bombed her, dropped her on the car, and then voila. But let's keep going.
She just turned face. I don't think they're about to turn Bayley back into a heel so fast. So I'm gonna throw Bayley out the picture. Now, my number.
Do I believe Bayley had a hand in it? What if I would have told you here's another proven plot twist? And the plot twist would have been, well, Bayley did it. And she did it with Naomi. I mean, at this point, hey, Naomi needs all the help she can get. Why not get your best friend to come join you? Right? Beat up your supposed to be best friends. You're supposed to be teammates, right? Take them out of the equation, and then y'all two run it up. But then again, As long as Bayley is in the way, will Naomi really get that world title that she wants? Probably not. So but I'm throwing food for thought because you never know. You never know. But let's keep going.
Number one pick for who took out Jade Cargill is Naomi. I think Naomi did it. Not only did Naomi do it, I don't think that she did it, but I do think Naomi put out a hit.
So let's stop right here. See, this is why me and Fro we really like we here with it, because again, do I believe Naomi did it? Hell no. She don't have enough strength to do it in Jade. But do I believe she could have hired somebody to do it? You know it, yeah. And I would not be surprised. Now, funny enough, I'm glad he chose this picture too, because I won't be surprised if Tamina, for whatever reasons, that WWE wants to wipe the dust off her name and bring her back into the fold. I won't be surprised if Tamina was the one that did it to her, because Tamina got enough of the strength, enough of the power to drop Jade like a bad habit. I won't be surprised. I just won't. And personally, it's the best option they got. She's the best option she has until, of course, you bring, Lash Legend and Jakari Jackson into the fold, if they bring that into the game. Because that would make sense, right? Because at that point, Lash Legend, Jakari Jackson, tag team titles, Tamina, United States, Naomi, world title. Perfect sense to me. Perfect sense. I won't be surprised if that is the truth. I won't be surprised.
On Jade Cargill. And I do think Naomi is working with someone. Who is that somebody? I don't know. But my best guess is Naomi is working with Jakari Jackson and Lash Legend. That's my best guess, and I think that Naomi done it with Lash Legend and Jakari Jackson. But don't forget, people, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Who did it? Who did it? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, follow the movement. I be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the next main event.
All right, so that's my boy Fro. So let me share something real quick. So I'm about to give you guys some updated news on the whole, Jade Cargill injury that happened on Smackdown. So let me put this on the full screen, so I know it's small. I know most of y'all can't read it, but so let me put that right there. So, unfortunate injury update on Jade Cargill ahead of WWE Raw, right? Reports. So I'm not gonna read all this. I'm just gonna smither towards it. But Big Money Jade was found laid out backstage during Friday's SmackDown. WWE announced that she had several injuries, including a oh my God, a bruised kidney, a sprained MCL, facial lacerations, and amongst other injuries, right? Altogether, right? So those were the many things that she had going on in the midst of it all, right? Amongst her injuries. So she got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 injuries put together, right? So technically, technically the actual TV injury, that was just something written, I believe. Let me just see. However, sources later revealed that these were storyline injuries used to temporarily write Cargill out on a storyline as she's dealing with legitimate injuries, right? So Cargill is to believe to be dealing with neck injuries, according to backstage updates on PW Nexus. It was noted that the 3-month timeline seems to be the best case scenario as of now. So Right, so neck injuries, which I mean, based upon the way she hit right there on the card, still the same. Like you can still believe that it's neck injuries, but they went through all these, different things, which kidneys, MCL, facial lacerations. So right, of course, the face, the bone of some of these, and then of course the muscle. So the way they touched all these, you could tell she was quote unquote hit severely from the backside, aka they had a weapon. The MCL, they probably went below the leg. Facial laceration, that nice shot to the face, supposedly, and any of the other stuff that hit the bones and or the muscles. So just looking at this overall, right, you can just tell that one way or another, Jade is pretty much just got like, of course, this storyline injury is basically just the neck overall. That's really what's going on with her. But as far as the storyline injury coming into play here, right? Again, this person, based upon the storyline injuries, did a lot of damage. So we all know this is a heavy hitter. We all know this is a heavy hitter. Okay, right. So let me get another article here because there's another one that I wanted to talk about amongst Jade's injury, and I wanted to find it. Bingo. There we go. Here we go. Hold on. Let me actually change this one up, and then we can go here. So hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, yeah, right. You can see the page. Hold on. So let me put this full screen. So as you guys can see right here, right, we got Nia Jax here, made a post, and she says, "We all know you did it." And of course, we got Naomi right here saying otherwise. And she says, "And when my name is cleared, I expect my timeline to be flooded with apologies from accusers because I did not try to end my sis." This is what I call a very interesting dilemma, because one, why would Nia already say that Naomi did it? Very interesting turn of events. But then again, it's like it actually makes perfect sense, right? Because you're trying to wedge, you're trying to get the other team, and you're trying to put a wedge in the other team, trying to really cause chaos within the team so they're in dysfunction, which technically they already are if you watch Raw, right? Because, Rhea, she's so bloodthirst for Liv and Raquel that she don't care what happens to the rest of the women. She just wants those two heads all to herself. But nonetheless, I just laugh at this because it's just getting more interesting as it all plays out. But one thing I wanted to let all you guys know just by looking at this and getting this information is this is a very interesting piece of storyline right now, right? The fact that, Jade is injured and everything else, because now it's about who did the injury, who did this damage. Because honestly, other than Piper, Naomi was my main pick. Like, she was my main pick in my head. Like, with that amount of damage, the car breaking, the windshield damage, that was the first thought of my head. But then I was like, Fro has said, that's the easiest choice, though, right? Think deeper. And again, we go to the plot twist. But again, this is the thing that sort of rubbed me the wrong way, though. And the thing was, why would Naomi do it, or aka make the call, when Naomi doesn't have to face Jade? But then again, I thought of it all over again, because again, let's run this back here, right? Let's run these thoughts back here. I got to go back to that list. Sorry about that. Hold on. Give me a moment. So if you go look at the tournament, the list of the tournament again, right? Here's the thing. The list of the tournament, let's say hypothetically Jade wins. Naomi has to face Tiffany Stratton and Elektra Lopez to move forward. But if she does, she has to face Jade Cargill herself. And there's the plot twist right there. She wanted to eliminate Jade, so she had an easier way at the title. It seems smart to me. It seems like the smart idea to me. It seems like a smart idea to me. But so far, the thing that makes it very questionable is Bayley has already advanced. We got Chelsea Green that's advanced. Will Bayley do this same attempt again, quote unquote, making the same hit again, but with Bayley? I would say no, because at this point, Bayley just became the 5th member to Team Rhea's for War Games. And I don't think so. WWE needs to lose another woman walking into War Games at this point. So that's a pick and choose. But what's very interesting, very telling in this story is it possible that Naomi made the call and made the hit? That's a tough sell because let's be honest. Other than Michi, other than Piper Nimmons, those were the. I mean, you would think to yourself, let's see. I mean, I don't think so. Michi made the hit because let's be real. Again, it's a triple threat match. Knowing Michi, she'll beat you up right then and there. And if she had a reason, she'll go and do it. Not the case. And she's still showing that she's still a face at this point. So, nah. At least that's what we all think, right? But at this point, Naomi is seeming like the top suspect. But look, I'm going to let this go. I hope you guys come and tune in, listen to the video, and y'all make your own comments, and then y'all give me your own thoughts of who you think set up Jade Cargill past SmackDown. And do you think Naomi has a hidden agenda? Do you think Naomi is making a whole heel turn? Time will tell. But thank you guys. Welcome to the Unhinged Chronicles, episode 1. Peace out.